What up, everyone? Unfortunately, this week is going to be one video instead of two or three, just because we've been waiting on some parts. I feel like that's kind of a common theme here since I started this like a little like build series, but this just sometimes how it goes. And I don't want to make videos of me just doing dumb stuff. Like I cleaned the bay a little bit. I don't know if you guys remember. Maybe I can find a picture. If not, I'm sorry. But that used to be like all oil instead of like actually being able to see the aluminum on the transmission. And I've just been cleaning up, tidying some things up, running wires, just doing whatever I need to do to just like get this car completely together, so that when I get the new harness or the new connectors to finish the harness, I can just start the car and start tuning without any more downtime. So that's what I'm doing today, just a couple of more things. I actually fried one of my coils when I was trying to get the car to run, and that's just my own fault, some settings that were screwed up. But I went to the junkyard today and grabbed a couple of coils. I actually got myself a full spare set out of a pretty low mile Pontiac Vibe, so that's good. But yeah, today we're just gonna do some things. I made, I'll put them on. But I made little like side splitter things, and basically what I want to do with this is I need some way to support the splitter on the side. Ignore this tape, it's in place of something that I haven't made yet, but to support the splitter on the side, and I want to basically put my little winglets that I made, drill a hole through those and use a what's it called? Use one of those like hook and eye things, or just like the hook, and then run wire through, and then on the inside of the car use another one and bolt it too. So I just have like a turnbuckle basically, so I can adjust the positioning right, just have it nice and sturdy and tight. So I think that's something that's going to work very well. So I'm going to go inside and get those and throw those on. I just like made it out of some aluminum and then painted it or whatever. And then other than that, just a little bit more cleaning up to do, but not too much stuff. I might run wires to my other switches since I finished up the switch panel. But yeah, I mean, there's not too much stuff to do. I just have to do these things, little chores, and then we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna do that stuff now, and then I'll talk to you guys in a sec. Alright, so I made this one. That's what it's gonna look like. I mean, I think it looks pretty okay. For like, I don't know, it just doing something I made at my house with some tools that I had. But this hardware is too long, and it's also the same on the bottom. So I'm either gonna like cut this down or like get new hardware, I don't know. But yeah, I think it works pretty good. So we're gonna put the other one on, and then I don't know if I'm going to today go and get the wire and the like turnbuckle and everything that I want to use, but I'll at least figure out exactly what I'm going to do, because I haven't like 100% mocked it up or like planned it out, but I'm going to do that. And then I don't know, I have to look at my list. I have a nice long list of stuff to do, so I'm going to look at that list and then tackle the next object. I actually have a question for you guys, because you guys typically know more than I do. I want to make some brake ducts, but run them through here. The only issue is on my rotor, I don't have the like stock heat shield back there. So what can I do? Someone let me know in the comments, please. I know you guys have a solution for this, and I want to do it like relatively soon. I think that'd be a good video. So someone definitely let me know. I'll like shout you out on Instagram or whatever. Yeah, thanks. Alright, so I need to do a little bit of wiring. The connector that I wanted to finally hopefully get this car running came in, so I just have to do a little bit of wiring. I need to figure out exactly what I'm going to do. So the harness that I have basically has all 4 trigger wires for each coil coming into this little DTM connector. So I'm gonna, I might end up keeping this. Yeah, I'll probably end up keeping this connector and the 4 wires on the other side that go to their corresponding spots. But I need to repin them into a different connector. So I'm gonna do that real quick and show you guys the final results. I do have another DT connector that I can use, so this shouldn't take too long. So I just took the original DTM connector, took out most of the other 4 wires, and then terminated the other ends. For the connector, this connector right here, that will go on the board for the ignition stuff. So I'm gonna install these into that connector, install that, and then plug it back in, and then hopefully we can get this thing running. Cool, got that all together, so now we're gonna try and start the car. Alright, so quick little update for you guys. This is actually like a couple of days later. I couldn't get the car started. I actually had like an issue with what seemed like the starter. It just wouldn't go. So it kind of made me think that my engine was seized, which was pretty scary after I tested the starter, tested the relay and everything. Turned the motor by hand, it turned. So that was a little weird. Pulled the plugs. I hydraulicked this damn thing. With 1000cc injectors and the amount of fuel that I was commanding from the ECU, after so long, and I mean over a week, every day out here trying to get this car to crank, and that's another reason why I didn't start. I'll tell you in a second. Or trying to get the car to start, not crank. It flooded the damn thing. So we just got most of the fuel out, or all the fuel out. Just drained the oil. About to put new oil in. Hopefully we didn't bend a rod. That would really suck. Also, it turns out this harness actually had some pins switched, so that's why I couldn't start cylinder 1. That was my big issue. Cylinder 1 would not fire. But fixed that, got cylinder 1 on fire. So the hope is once I put the new oil in, put the filter in, we'll start the car and it'll be running. I'm gonna, of course, before I start it, go into the ECU and just dial back the fuel. There's way too much fuel getting sprayed in there. But hopefully we get her started, because she was coughing a couple of days ago, even on just the 3 cylinders. So hopefully now there's not fuel in the cylinders, we will be able to get it started. So yeah, I'll give you guys a little update in a second, and yeah. Alright, so the next step to get this car running is, I think it's off time. My first calibration file from when I originally had the car running on the distributor. I don't know where that is. It got lost somehow. I did break a computer, actually. Ended up getting a new one, so it was probably on there. And that had my base timing set up. For this, you're gonna have to advance timing by 360 degrees. Your offset rather. Advance your trigger offset by 360 degrees. But I already have the engine set to a specific base timing. So, 10 degrees and whatever the trigger offset was. I don't remember what that was, so what I'm gonna have to do is actually resync the timing. But since I can't start the car, I have to kind of use this kind of contraption here. Take a spark plug wire, put one end in the coil, the other end on the spark plug, and then crank it and get the timing right. So we're gonna do that. I need to actually pull out all these spark plugs, all the other spark plugs, and then we will do this. Okay, guys. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. Right there, follow me. We just had a fire. I'm not gonna go into details about it, but turns out these injectors are high impedance, and I still have my resistor pack. So if you don't know what that means, there's low and high impedance injectors. And a lot of times, at least on the MR2 will put in high impedance injectors, and then put in resistor packs, so it effectively makes them low. Well, when you put in big injectors, any modern big injector, you're gonna have them be high impedance, which these are 12 ohms. I didn't know that. I thought these were for low impedance. That's my bad. That's why I couldn't get the car started. Just as soon as I just bypassed the resistor packs and removed them, and well, she runs. Turn it off. Obviously we gotta go and clean up the map, but she runs. I'm gonna fucking drive this thing today and drive this car to my meet. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Sorry this video was all over the place. We're gonna clean it up. I'm gonna get a new video up soon, and I'm gonna start shooting this car. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Leave a like, comment, let me know what you think. Again, sorry this video was all over the place. It was all over the place for me, but I'm glad we got the car running. That's all that matters in the end, and I learned a lot from it. So yeah, see you guys next time.
Fresh Boys on the track.